Right, I hope you are ready to enter the danger zone. We are on the countdown to TDW's first show of 2026 on the 28th of February, and there is a lot of stuff coming up on that jam-packed card. We have already got the grudge match, the tag team match, with Parky, Michael Parks, and Preston Sage going up against Kev D and Johnny Royal. We have an amazing women's contest with Leia Elise officially making her debut in a TDW ring. But of course, the big ones, we are starting off our hunt to find our first ever TDW men's champion. I am joined, firstly, hello. My name is Kurt. I am one of the board of directors here at TDW, and I am joined by, firstly, two people who outrank me in the form of the chairman, Ryan S, Super Relic, and the only man who outranks him, the boss, the one and only, Jacob. And
Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
Also rocking the hardware as well. I name dropped the championship.
We've got the belt ready, we've got our TDW t-shirts on, and we're ready to see who's going to be the TDW champion, aren't we?
Yes.
Joining me, Ryan and Jacob, in his first official capacity as our new general manager, main event, Max, off of Max's Wrestling channel.
Yes, boys, pleased to be here. I can't wait to get started. And I'll tell you something, I'm even more excited to see who's in this Rumble and what's going on with this tournament. I'm excited.
Max, we're so happy. I mean, he was the one that put your name forward. The boss chose you, and he officially asked you himself. So I think we're all happy that you're part of the team and ready to take it all on.
Well, I got the phone call, what was it, last Thursday?
Something like that, yeah?
I think it was last Thursday, and to be fair, Jacob was on the phone and he said, I've got a question for you, and it didn't take me long to answer. It was an easy yes, probably one of the most easiest yeses I've ever had to say, and here I am, raring to go, and I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to Danger Zone myself. Like I say, we have got so much to jam into that card. But what it is going to look like is, yes, we are starting off the hunt for the men's champion. Our first ever TDW men's heavyweight champion. And yeah, it is going to be done in two ways. Firstly, we have a tournament. We're going to have 4 men competing in the full tournament at Danger Zone. So, assuming you go all the way through, you're wrestling twice. The winner of that tournament will make the first number 1 contender for the TDW Men's Championship. The second number 1 contender is going to get decided through a Rumble.
They're not just a tournament and a Rumble. We're trying to theme them. We're going with the Top Gun theme. We're celebrating 40 years of one of the greatest movies ever, Top Gun. And it was only appropriate that we gave them names. Do you want to give her the name of the tournament?
The name of the tournament will be the King of the Skies tournament.
I mean, it only makes sense. What about the Rumble? What are we calling the Rumble, guys? There's only one man that really is the main event when it comes to Top Gun.
Who?
And that's Maverick.
The Maverick Rumble.
I like it.
I'm in.
With it.
Yep.
We're sold.
We've got the King of the Skies tournament and the Maverick Rumble. Sounds nice.
So,
right, okay.
King of the Skies
I'm doing
tournament.
this.
Yeah, 4 men in the tournament, 10 men in the Rumble. It is going to be Rumble rules, which means 2 men will start and then a new competitor will enter every 90 seconds or after. Over the top rope, the winner becomes number 1 contender, number 2. Those 2 number 1 contenders, one from the tournament, one from the Rumble, they will then meet at our June show, Slam by Me, to determine the first ever TDW men's champion. If I bring up officially my very special box. In this box, we have currently every name of every active member of the TDW roster who you have seen at one of our shows previously. Also in this box are, I believe, 4 names of individuals who we have signed very recently to the TDW roster but have not yet made their debut. Whether they make that debut at Danger Zone or not depends if their name gets pulled. We'll do the tournament first. Now, for the tournament, the order that these names come out will be the matches. So let's say Wrestler A and Wrestler B, they both get pulled. That's match number 1. Wrestler C and Wrestler D, that is match number 2 in the tournament. Those guys will wrestle, and then the winners will meet in the final. that will be the tournament over and done with, and the remaining 10 names will get pulled for the Rumble. And at that point, the order at which they are pulled does not mean that that's the order you will enter. The entry order will be determined at a later date. So, without further ado, there we go. First name entering the TDW Men's Championship Tournament, the King of the Skies Tournament, is Will Tyrrell.
Wow. Okay. I'm very happy with that. He impressed us at the last show.
Yes.
Nice.
He did in the Fatal 4-Way, and I'm happy to see him wrestling in the tournament.
Great start. Great start.
Congratulations, Will Tyrrell.
And to be fair, I'm excited for this as well, because Will Tyrrell, we've only seen him in a TDW ring in the Fatal 4-Way match. We've seen what he's like in multi-man. I'm excited to see what this guy's like in one-on-one action.
I've seen it at NFW, and yes, trust me, we're in for a good match, whoever he's against.
Will's opponent in the first round of the TDW Men's Championship Tournament is... Oh, you mentioned NFW. This guy's got history with Will in NFW. Will's opponent in the first round of the TDW Men's Championship Tournament is Jimmy V.
No. Wow, okay. Well,
Wow.
you say history. Them guys, I mean, as far as I'm aware, they've known each other since they both started, and it's not always been very pleasant. Now, that's a match, right?
That's going to be an amazing match.
There's a lot on the
They
line.
both deserve singles matches with us, because, I mean, Jimmy's
I was about to say.
since the beginning.
I mean, Jimmy was backstage at Back in Time after coming up short in the Fatal 4-Way match saying, I've had it with these multi-mans, I want to be in one-on-one action. And Jimmy, you have got your wish, my friend. You just got to get through Will and one other person to do it.
This is a big opportunity for both of them.
Yes, absolutely. And they both deserve it. Both deserve it. I'm very happy for both of them. This is going well so far. Match number 2, Kurt.
Match number 2. The first name is... He performed well at Back in Time. He made his debut at Back in Time. He knows how to go the distance in a long match. So it could be 2 long matches. These 2 matches together might still make up less time than he spent in the classic British rules match. It is Sir Ryan Matthews.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's big.
I mean...
That, no matter who he faces, I already know this will be a great match from how he performed at Back in Time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Completing the brackets for the tournament, Ryan's opponent in match number 2 in the qualifying round is... Oh, all right, okay. This could be interesting. We said we haven't seen Will or Jimmy in singles action in TDW. I think there's a chance that many people have not seen this man in singles action. Because making up the final place in the tournament is one half of the Flying Scotsman.
No way.
Specifically, Flying Scotsman Gary.
Ooh.
Wow, okay. So listen, obviously, you know this. I've known them guys. We started wrestling together. We went to literal school together. We've known each other since we were 13 years old. And as far as I'm aware, I don't remember any time of them doing singles matches. And if it is, it's very, very rare.
So just confirm, the King of the Skies tournament, the TDW Men's Championship number 1 contenders tournament to determine the first number 1 contender. The brackets are Will Tyrrell versus Jimmy V and Gary of the Flying Scotsman versus Sir Ryan Matthews.
These, I'm not gonna. Not the matches I was expecting, and I am over them. I think these are going to be like this. This is a big opportunity for at least one of them.
Okay, so the TDW Men's Championship Rumble, the Maverick Rumble. 10 names still to be pulled for that. Every other active member of the roster is still in this box, plus a few additional names that have recently signed. So, The first entrant, but not entry number 1. The first wrestler to enter the Maverick Rumble. Showtime, Mr. Dexter.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. I mean, he seems to be a constant thorn in people's sides, but I can't lie. I kind of have a little soft spot for his. He's fairly entertaining, so that's okay, fair enough.
And the next name to enter the Rumble, we've got a big man, the Enforcer, Ian Frost.
Okay. Okay.
He could become double champ.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Ian. I mean, I instantly think. Obviously, it's not the order they're coming out, but I was instantly thinking of Mr. Dexter. First person you're going to see, big man Ian Frost. Yeah.
One way or another, I mean, let's put it this way. If I'm in that Rumble, I'm hoping that Ian's coming out early, because like I say, a big man in the Rumble, you do not want him fresh. It's going to be hard enough to get him over the top rope.
You're going to need a couple of people to get him out.
Okay. Next name at number 3 is one half of the Kings of the Ring, Sullivan King.
Yes.
Come on. Yes, nice. Okay. Again, bit of a devious team, but I mean, you find the man's faced Rhino.
Name number 4. I think Sullivan King just became a bit more of a favourite because I've now got joint favourites with this man. The other half of the Kings of the Ring, the ruler of the ring, Richie.
Oh, that's a. Okay, the interesting part about that is hopefully, unless they're not coming out one after the other, etc. That's a tag team together in a Rumble. Especially a team like themselves that are known to play some tricks on people.
Everyone's going to be hoping that they're not in there early at the same time.
Next up. You talk about teams. That we've seen these guys as a team. I don't think it's going to be that case in the Rumble. Mr. Dexter's going to need to have his head on a swivel. David Bavara. Who TDW fans, last time you saw him, may know the name David Blackadder. Former partner of Mr. Dexter in the Showtime Darlings.
That's interesting. Very interesting because welcome back, David. No offense to David. I kind of, we haven't spoke to him in so long that I hadn't even thought of his name being in the Rumble. But that absolutely is, of course, he's in the roster, and that's interesting because, I mean, I feel I don't know the full ins and outs of what happened with the Showtime Darlings, but that's interesting if they come face to face to see how that plays out.
Okay. Oh, yes, right. David Bavara might be a name that you know already. This is a name that might be new to TDW audiences. The first of our new signings is an individual called Kid Rock.
Okay, yeah, I know. I've been watching some of his stuff. I believe Kid Rock, if I'm right, he's uncle with. I also me and the Docketies, the Scotsman, went to school with. So very good, an up and coming kid. I like him. I like what I've seen of him. Very, very good.
Honestly, could be a dark horse in this match. Next up. Right. We speculated about this and it's come to fruition. Confirmation that we do now have a Scotsman in both matches.
Wow.
The other half of the Flying Scotsman, Stephen, is in the Rumble.
Interesting. Very interesting because, again, there's so much to it. There's the tag team they went against at our last show are in the Rumble with Stephen. There's the fact that, again, if the Scotsmen both win the respective tournaments they're involved, they will face each other at Slam by Me.
The next name to enter the Rumble is... Okay, someone who has history with both David Bavara and Mr. Dexter for the first time since our first ever main event. Old School Paul.
Goonie Dad!
Goonie Dad is in the Rumble.
Oh my, do you know what? I am so happy he's coming back. I mean, I've been in talks with the Pom Bros. They want to make a comeback when AJ can come back and do a tag. Do you know what? I'm good on it because he's been doing so well down at FW. He deserves a single spot. There's certain names that are on our roster that I was expecting to potentially could be in the tournament that haven't come out. And there's some few names that I'm shocked I haven't seen yet.
Okay. Entry number 9. Lads, out of curiosity, out of everyone we've got so far, who would your favourite be?
Sullivan King.
In the Rumble.
In the Rumble.
Sullivan King for me, all day.
I agree with Max. Sullivan King.
Do you know what? I'm going to throw it out there. Like, I know he's still quite fresh with this, but when it came to stepping in foot in our ring, there was that you would have believed the man had been doing it. I've got my money on Old School Paul at the moment.
Oh, fair.
Well, may I add to the mix? From fresh to veteran. Ryan, you know this man very well. Ironically, not in the tournament because we could have said that Singh is king of the skies, but he's in the Rumble. RJ Singh is entry number 9.
So now, I'm not going to lie, that was the name I was surprised we haven't seen come out of this box yet. And, okay, Paul, I love you, but I felt the end of that DDT. And I mean, yes, sometimes you don't get to see many finishing moves in Rumbles because it's just get them over the top rope, etc. But I feel like someone eats the end of that DDT in that Rumble.
I mean, as long as this final name isn't something crazy, I think this match is ending with a DDT.
But everyone, you are jumping the gun. There's still one more name that could change the whole complexion. So let's
go. Come on. Okay, you're right. We're overthinking it now.
So, final name for the Maverick Rumble and the final wrestler in contention to be our first TDW men's champion.
Come on.
Jacob, you know you said unless it was anything crazy.
Yeah.
Lads, you know the signings that we've made recently.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Crazy.
Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if you...
Signing.
Okay. I've got a very good feeling because
I've got a feeling and I'm scared.
I had a favourite until I pulled that last card. The last entry in the Maverick Rumble is Mordecai Shaw.
Okay. To say he's been not in the wrestling business very long, but the time he's been in there, the impact he's made, the people he's torn through, guy's a bit of a monster. And yeah, okay, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Throwing a spanner in the works.
Unpredictable, unhinged, and yeah, again, in a very limited amount of time in the business, has left a path of bodies in his wake. I questioned our sanity when we signed him, quite frankly. He's now going to be a force to be reckoned with in that Rumble.
That's the tournament. That is the Rumble. We now have our entrants for all. One of them 14 names will be the first person to hold this belt.
TDW Men's Championship will be decided at June's show. However, we will know who our number one contenders are by the end of the 28th of February. The King of the Skies number one contenders tournament. Jimmy V versus Will Tyrrell. Ryan Matthews versus Gary of the Flying Scotsman. Winner of that is number contender number 1. And then our Maverick Rumble, 10 men to decide who is going to be number one contender number 2.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to
this. We've got the 10 men in the Rumble as well as the tournament. This is going to be just...
Yeah, we've got Dexter, Mordecai, Ian, David, Sullivan King, Richie, RJ, Kid Rock, Steve of the Flying Scotsman, and Old School Paul. One of those men is going to be our second number 1 contender, and out of those 14, one of them is going to be our first champion.
I can't lie, I'm putting it in for June right now. I feel like Mordecai's going to be the first trump.
Okay, right. We'll see you later.